But he told her, said, Mom, she's just a roommate. There's his dear mother. And there's his roommate. She says, fine, I'll come over. So the night of, she comes over. He's so excited, right? His own place. He's feeling like a big person now. He gives her a big hug. And as she's walking in, her physiology, her body is kind of like, I'm disagreeing because she can see the girl, the roommate. He pulls her in and says, Mom, I told you, she's just a roommate. We share the bills, no big deal. Can't we have a good time tonight? She says, fine. So they actually have a very nice time. She stays a lot longer than she planned on. They had a very nice time. So, the next day, in the morning, the girl roommate helps out and clean up. What she notices is she can't find her silver soup ladle. So she goes to him and says, listen, your mom left and the silver soup ladle is now missing. Can you ask her if she took it? And he's thinking, why would my mom take this? He goes, I'll tell you what, I have a really busy day. So when I get to the office, I'll send her an email. So he gets to the office and he sends her an email. Mom, I'm not saying that you did take that silver soup ladle. And I'm not saying that you did not take the silver soup ladle. But what I do know, since you've been gone, we cannot find it. Some time passes, and she responds. She says, son, I'm not saying that you are sleeping with your roommate. And I am not saying that you are not sleeping with your roommate. But what I do know is if she would have slept in her own bed last night, she would have found that silver soup ladle. Now, there's 2 points to that story. Don't lie to your mother. She always knows. But seriously, the power of truth. Remember what I said earlier? Think about that. You're nothing but it's a personal development course disguised as a job, a sales job. And you might be naysaying it. You might be saying things like, this job is so stupid. These people are stupid. Chicago's stupid. Everyone's stupid. Nothing works. And you're thinking, this isn't for me. And remember me and remember this. In the future, you're going to look back and you go, oh my God, I now know what he was talking about. It's me. When I decide to open up, when I decide to grow, when I have a sense of self-awareness for what my fears are, and what if I'm willing to push through them, that's what it's all about. So no matter where you are, if you want to have success, it's all personal development course disguised as life. The power of truth is look in the mirror. Ask yourself, what's possible? What do I really want here? You've got 2-3 weeks left before school, a month. What's possible? And that truth, it's okay to say, I'm kind of afraid to call people. See the truth as it is. Don't start blaming and pointing fingers. It's not a good thing to do. And eventually you're going to realize that, but you're great people, you're here, and I applaud you for being here. So the power of truth will set you free. And don't lose the silver soup ladle either. Okay. I want to take you through a very cool model here to help you in all aspects, especially here in selling Cutco. Potential, I'm just going to go through the 4 pieces. Number 1, potential, and it kind of goes around these little arrows. Actions, results, belief. Write this down. Please write this down. I love this model. It literally is, everything I'm doing right now is transformational. I mean, the goal setting, if I stop right there and say, I'm all done, guys, good luck. And if you start writing your goals down, I definitely know your life's going to be different. Goal setting, by the way, for me was somewhat natural. I was a goal setter. I was one of those guys that I like to write things down, and my book is all about writing things down and really experiential, immersion, get yourself into it. But if I ever look back and say, Daryl, you did pretty good years ago when you did your goal setting. I was kind of the New Year's resolution guy. End of the year would come, I'd go park myself into a coffee shop. And back then I was selling financial products. And I'd write everything down, my quarterly goals, how many calls I had to make, everything. But if there was one thing I could have changed, was revisit it more often. That was one of my downfalls. Yes, I got clear. Yes, I had written goals. And yes, I did achieve. However, when you write your down, the more you get them in front of you, the better you're going to be. Just know this, we have clutter, right? I mean, right now, as you're just listening to me, being in this room, processing everything, your brain is really working overload right now. You don't realize that, but it is. It's easy to forget. Psychologists say we have 60 to 70 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thinking. It never stops. So if you write your goals down, and you revisit them weekly, and if I were you for the next month, I'd visit them daily, every single day. What is my focus I'm going on? So I just wanted to add kudos to the writing, having goals. Now, the success cycles, 4 pieces to it. I love this thing, I'll tell you why. My experience, and like I said, I've been coaching, I've worked with thousands and thousands of coaching sessions with people all over the world, all different types, shapes, sizes, you name it. And there's one common trait we have. We want it now. We're wired for instant gratification. And we sometimes cry if we don't get it, right? You go out there and make one call, hey, Mrs. Jones, yep, this is Gerald, I want to talk to you, I want to give you a presentation, and you stumble through it. She says yes. You can't believe she said yes. You're all excited, you go there and you display, and she doesn't buy anything. And you're just like, oh my God, that is just a bummer. And you kind of beat yourself up. So, results. You focus on results, you didn't get it, and then you get bummed out. So we're wired. By the way, you thought you were going to make $10,000 on that one presentation. That's how people are. I know that. I'm like that too, but we're wired for it right now. So most people will look at the success cycle and go, they focus on results. But I'll tell you this, don't focus on that. Focus on the first one about beliefs. What's your belief? I've heard the word self-confidence being thrown out there. Absolutely. Those who are staying up here and doing the 25, 30,000 in sales in this short period of time, either they're conditioning that they believe in themselves, someone else told them, and they're doing the right thing, that they have a strong belief. So wherever you are, remember the power of truth, just own it. But this is a piece that you really need to focus on first. So I'm not going to go too deep into this, but I just want to share a few things. We have what you may have heard, limiting beliefs. A belief to me is nothing more than a thought with feeling. That's all, right? A thought of, I can't do this, or I can do this. And we're all in sales just in life, right? You wake up every day, and either you sell yourself on what you can do, or you sell yourself on what you can't do. But we have an operating system going on inside of us. And these limiting beliefs are beliefs that we can't do something. We have just like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can hit these numbers. So we limit ourselves. And where did they come from? They just came from, you just like a big sponge. You just take things in. Maybe someone directly looked at you and said, you know what? You won't make diddly out of yourself one day. You're nothing. Depending on who that was, it had a big emotional impact on you, that's all it took. That was just like a big wham to you. But then we have little things. We tell ourselves, so we just experience, right? We fall down, and we go, gosh, that didn't work out. I made a phone call to get that appointment. But anyways, the beliefs, these limiting beliefs are just coming from ourselves, our own experiences, they're coming from other people, they're coming from watching the news. All the information we're taking, you might not think you're even taking it in, but you are. All right, I'm going to go a little bit deeper on science here. This is the deal. We're wired to protect ourselves, okay? We're no different than a deer in the woods. Now, if you walk through the woods and see a deer, what does that deer do? It takes off. This is not, hey, what's happening? What are you doing in the woods for? Right? He doesn't want to chat with you. That deer takes off. Why? Because it's wired to protect himself or herself. It gets out of dodge. We're wired to protect ourselves. Rejection is we want to protect. Right? I want to protect us. I don't want to be hurt. So those limiting beliefs in our ego, this voice inside says, stay away from that. Stay away from that. We want to protect ourselves. That's how we're wired. So this is the deal. So what does this all mean? If you want to achieve, if you want to walk through and kick some butt in the next couple of weeks, your conscious mind has to take over. Your conscious mind has to say, I can do this 10,000, 15, 20, whatever it is. And then you take that over to school. I can be the president of